Hey guys, this is Agent Mindstorm and welcome back to Total Tour. Today we are going to be touring something very special, my 3,000 subscriber special world. But this time we're not just going to be looking around it and talking all sentimentally like I did the last time we were in this world. Instead, I'm going to be showing you all the secrets and explaining every single reference hidden in this world, because I threw a lot of stuff around here, and if you downloaded the world you might have found some of it. But if you didn't, no worries, I'll be showing it all to you today. So, here we are. If you forgot what the world's looked like, here's what it is. It's been a little over a year since I've actually shown off this world in a video, and this will probably be the last time, but starting this video, wow. I built this. Like, this is a thing that I built. That's impressing me. I know I'm just, really stroking my own ego here, but it looks great, doesn't it? I love how all the corals on the ground look, and all the tree designs, and the giant tree is so cool, and the volcano with the river. It all fits together really well. I like it. But most of the references are concentrated in this area, so we're actually going to do everything else around the world first, and then we're going to have a look at all of the references in the houses. But first, when you start in the world, you probably can't see that much secret. But if you try to go down to the void, we're not going to do it right now, but if you go down to the void, you will actually die. Like, if you stand on those blocks, it may be solid blue ice, but that doesn't mean it won't kill you. And in fact, let me show you by spawning a pig and dropping it down to its death. I mean, it would probably die anyways, right? Oops, we can't show those yet. Well, there you go. When I return to the end here, I noticed something else that I didn't show in the video, so it might as well be worth showing in the Total Tour world. I built a little nice return portal around the end exit portal. I just think this looks nice. It's not anything super special, it just has some nice stairs and purpur, and it makes it look nice for when you go back to the overworld. And then the overworld, also I didn't show this in the 3,000 subscriber special, there is also a platform in the overworld that lets you go back to the end. Alright, but back in the actual world, the first real secret is around in this tree, because look at this. Now, if you notice something about this tree, there is no point in which it is too thin to conceal something inside of it. Like, even at its thinnest point right here, you could still have a one-block thing in the middle of it, and there totally is. So let's show you what it is. It is an elevator. So you come in through the secret tree hole, you get this nice extra thing. I didn't even show this off in the video, but it looks really nice. It has the same sort of viney, strandy things that hang off the trees, except they're inside of this tree. It's like the roots or something, and it's all lit up because of them. And then you've got this cool end build right in the center of it, and you get in it, and boom! It sends you skyward. Now, it actually loses all that end special stuff, because when it's so thin, I would not be able to do multiple blocks. Like here, it's basically just a one-block entry straight in. Uh-oh, that's gonna ruin something. Well, whatever. It's basically a one-block entry, so I couldn't really do the nice walls all the way up. But once you get to the top, you are now in the top of the tallest place in the 3,000 subscriber special, and you can just kind of walk around and look at stuff, and I think that's really, really neat. Now, admittedly, once you're up here, the only way down, unless you have an elytra, is to just jump into this river, so it's not exactly the most efficient system, because there's no down elevator because there's not room, but still, it's a cool secret. Other secrets, you might be surprised to learn that there are actually no secrets in the volcano. If we go into spectator mode, when I was building the world, I originally considered putting like a secret thing in here, like a forest or something, but then I realized, why would I do that? A, it would be a lot of work. B, it would be kind of pointless. And C, it wouldn't even be like any channel-related thing. It would just be, oh, look, secret forest. And that's just kind of strange. So I decided against doing it. So it's actually just hollow inside here. But it still looks cool because you can see the outline of the river and the center area. And you can even see the volcano itself, which still looks really cool. Okay, so since I got killed again, I'm actually going to break the command block that does that. It's right here at spawn, like you literally spawn right above it. So if you want to stop getting killed by the void, just break that block right there. So now if we go down to the void, you can actually see that it won't kill us because I destroyed the command block that does that. And that might as well lead us into talking about the next secret, or the next two secrets, which are two little islands down here. And these are, of course, references to two Sky survival series that I've done in my channel. The first one is very obviously Skyblock. This was the start of my survival Let's Play and now Minecraft. It all started on a little Skyblock island just like this, and I thought hiding it here would be really cool. If you look inside the chest, it actually does have the original starter stuff, even the dispenser and lever that I put in there. So, yeah, faithfully recreated both the Skyblock island, and then this island is from the pillars. There's nothing inside of it. Like, it's a very barren island. But if you watch the pillars, you'd know that's exactly how it was in that series too. And this one, what I'm proud of about this is the pillars was a series that we did in the plastic texture pack. So it actually, the blocks here are plastic, and these are not really like dirt. This is lapis lazuli ore, this is green wool, and this is birch leaves, and this is stripped oak log. So if you strip an oak log, it actually turns into plastic in this world, because that's how I did it. Interesting facts. But yeah, this island is cool because it's in a different texture pack than the rest of the world, and this island is cool because it's Skyblock, and Skyblock started like the whole AgentMindStorm survival series. But now let's talk about the really interesting stuff, which is this whole area with these 4 houses and then the statue of me in the center. So, the first thing is, if we check inside my own head here, there is actually a secret. This brainstorm looking thing, can you figure out what it is before I'm going to say it in about 5 seconds? 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a mind storm. Get it? There's Agent Mind Storm. So this is Agent Mind Storm altogether. I thought that was a little funny. Play on words sort of thing. I mean, it's not like my name really means anything. So this is like the most literal representation of my name you're ever gonna get. Let's start with the houses though, and we'll start at my house, which this is my house because before I say that this is my house, I should probably explain that each of these houses is meant to represent one person who was a big part of the channel. So this first house is my house, obviously. I'm a pretty big part of my channel, I would argue. And there's a lot of cool things in here. So the first thing is these armor stands have my survival armor. So this is my diamond crown, my chest of the best, my heavy trousers, and my swimming fins V2. Now these are actually netherite now, but the rest of this stuff is exactly how it is in the series still, and this sword is netherite too. And then I've got my twice killed wings, which actually look cool. Thanks to a resource pack I have on. Normally they wouldn't be all golden though, they would just be normal elytra. They also have arms, which I had to do a command with, because on Java Edition, armor stands don't have arms by default. Over here, we've got my 2 favorite horses. We got Agent Horse, the donkey. That's always a funny story. And then we've got Skelly, the skeleton horse. And Skelly, if I go into survival mode, you'll see he actually has a ridiculous amount of health, just like in my world. Because Skelly is the horse that has way too much health. I have no idea how he got that many hearts, but yeah, that's Skelly, that's Agent Horse. Of course, we got Joe the Mushroom. No survival world would be complete without Joe the Mushroom. And then we got the other stuff, just my bed. There's nothing really special here. It's just a bed like my bed in my series. Over here, though, here's an interesting thing. See, this is Stal. And the reason I put Stal in this chest is because for years at this point, Stal had been the most viewed video on my channel. Now, if you look at the most viewed video, it's actually Pig Step. So this is no longer like my most popular video. So instead it's just kind of like a relic of what my most popular video used to be, which is interesting. Over here we've got cool art that I already showed off in the subscriber special. It is quite good though, so we might as well admire it for a little while once again. And then there are a few more cool secrets in here. This was meant to be a representation of like my setup, like where I record. It doesn't really look anything like how it looks in real life. I don't have any flowers on it, but it's still cool, so whatever. And this, the dimension windows, which in my survival series are basically just windows into either the same dimension or like the nether. In this world, they're windows into different series. So this window, you might be able to guess, is the collapse. This is the very start when I open the first chest and then the gravel starts collapsing. This over here is the pillars, and once again, we got plastic stuff, which, let's go in there and figure out what it is this time, because I honestly don't remember how I did this. Okay, so this actually is acacia fence. This is nether brick. This is red nether brick. And I did this stuff, stopping it from connecting it with the wall with the debug stick. With the debug stick. So that's the dimension windows. That's my house. There's not that much craziness going on here, but like, it's basically all of my survival series stuff, plus a few channel references in my house. This is the one where I recognized certain fans of my channel, certain friends, and they all got recognized here. Now, admittedly, these years are now out of date. We'd have to add +1 to all of these years on here, and basically just recognized fans of my channel who'd been there for a long time. Now, the reason that this is the house with all the signs is because this house is meant to represent Diamond Knight, and Diamond Knight's house is in my survival world with this house, but this is a version of his Junglewood house swapped out for Endstone. So it's actually like birch stuff and purpur and endstone bricks instead of Junglewood, so that it fits the end theme. But if you look at his house in my survival world, it is the same shape, the same blocks, just different palette. And the reason his house is the one filled with signs is because he loved to put signs around my survival world. If you look at my most recent episode of Minecraft, I just found one of his signs. I seriously don't know how many are left in there. I don't think there are that many more, but like, I can't know. This is also just a slight reference to one time when I played in his world and he had a bunch of statues with just wither skulls on them, and I'm like, dude, do you ever fight the wither? And he's like, yeah, I already did a few times. And I'm like, how do you have so many wither skulls? In here is an upside down wither, which is because him and I fought the wither upside down together once in my survival world, so that commemorates that time, I guess. I'm not sure what the right word is here. It is a reference to that time. And then out here, there's no references out here. It's just another extra thank you. Over in this house, this is the house for Bread Makes You Fat, and the reason that his house is upside down is because in all of the videos where he appears, he is the upside down skin. So his house is just a typical slant-roofed house, except that it's built completely upside down. I think it looks pretty funny. If we go inside, you'll see that the inside is also upside down and also covered in bread, and it has a wheat farm in the ceiling. Is there anything in your chest? There is not. Well, whatever. That's fine. So yeah, that's the Bread Makes You Fat house. Not too much else to show in there. And now the last house, this is the house that I packed the most references into. This is a house for Dima36056533. That is his Xbox game. Well, it was his Xbox gamer tag. And I can't believe I still remember that ridiculous number. And if we go in here, well, actually first, before we go in, the reason the house is shaped so weirdly is because it is shaped like a Skyblock island. Now, I tried to kind of hide it with putting pillars around, but fundamentally, this L shape is a Skyblock island shape, just kind of blown up to be bigger for a house. And if we go inside, we've got a bunch of references to what Dima has done for the channel. Here is just meant to be a statue of him. Because of my resource pack, he looks like me. That's a long story that I'm not going to get into. I just replaced the Steve skins with my own skin for a certain reason a while ago. He's got a green shirt on and a slime ball in his hand because when he joined me for the world tour, he was wearing a slime shirt. This is the Dima's Sleep Dreamy Machine, which is what he called his bed in my Skyblock world when he played all those years ago. And then this kind of setup with the two chests and then a bed across from a bed with a painting between is exactly how it looks in my world. So that's what that's a reference to. This sign is also something he just put on one of his chests, which I thought was funny, so I put it here too. This is a picture of the world map that he created with World Painter that I toured about a year ago, where he created every realistic, he created a realistic world map in Minecraft using a combination of programs. It was pretty awesome, and so of course I had to commemorate it here with a huge world map on the wall. Then we have the one last thing that I've saved for last in this world tour because it is absolutely ridiculous. This is the Book of Numbers. So remember when I told you that his gamer tag has an absolutely ridiculous 360565533 number in it? Well, this book contains a few more numbers since he's such a big fan of them. So I'll now explain what every single number here means because a lot of them do have significance. Now, these next few pages have binary that's meant to help you decode the book. So here I've copied the whole book of numbers text into Notepad so that we can see it and I can more easily describe it, because there's no way I'm going to try to do that all through Minecraft. So the first thing is, let's translate this binary and figure out what it says. So here's page 2. It says hyphens separate numbers. Then if we copy the next binary, if the number has 437 in ... Let's just put this at the end. If the number has 437 in it, it's worthless. So this can help us pare down the numbers in here. So here we've got 437, this number is worthless. Here we've got 437, this number is worthless. So here are the numbers that actually mean something, and let's explain what all of them mean in order. This first one is, I've already said it a few times in this video, this is the number that follows Dima's gamertag. I thought that was a fitting way to start the book of numbers because that's what inspired me to make it. This 5/25/15 is the date of my first Skyblock episode ever. This is the seed that you put in to get an infinitely repeating seed. I covered this seed on my channel a long time ago and called it Super Glitch Seed. So if you want to see where that number is actually from, you can go watch that. 3,000, that's obvious. It's the 3,000 subscriber special. The number 8715 is actually a date. If we convert it into a date, we've got 8/7/15. And that is the day that Dima joined Skyblock. 2,000 obvious, 1,000 obvious, so we don't need to cover those. 10/10/15 is one of the subscriber specials that I uploaded. Okay, a lot of these are actually dates of subscriber specials. This is, so let's space these out to look like actual dates. There we go. Now you can actually see what these numbers are meant to mean. So this number, these are all the American date format, by the way, is one of the subscriber specials. I'll probably have it on screen now. This is a different subscriber special. This is also a subscriber special. This is a subscriber special. And this is a subscriber special. This would be 10,000. Actually, process of elimination. This is 10,000. No, I haven't even done a 10,000. This is 1,000. This is 500. This is 250. This is 100. This is 50. There you go. Perfect. So that leaves this date unmentioned because this was actually a date written. This date takes place before my channel was even created. So what is it? Well, here's what it is. My outro song that I used for many years before finally switching to Danny by C418, called RX Nova, like the most overused outro song ever. Well, that was uploaded on 3/13/2013. So that's what that date is in reference to. That's the book of numbers. Isn't that crazy? All of those numbers had significance, and if they didn't, then you knew how to take them out. So you can actually decode this. I don't think anyone decoded this, probably because there wasn't really a good reason to, but now I've done it for you so you can see all the answers. So that just about covers every single secret in the 3,000 subscriber special world. The download links for this world for both Bedrock Edition and Java Edition are in the description in case you want to check it out, but I don't really see much reason to now that I've explained everything you could possibly find in it in a video. I'm glad I finally went back and explained all this stuff, because if I didn't do it in the 1-year anniversary, I don't think I was ever going to do it. It's also pretty crazy to reflect. A year ago, I was celebrating the 3,000 subscriber milestone, and now look at the channel. Now we're past 11,000 subscribers. Mostly thanks to Pigstep, yes, but still, that's pretty awesome. So, pretty good growth in that 1 year. And also, the one advantage of the void being made out of blue ice is that I can do this. So, guys, that is the end of this video. But for now, I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.